Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there. It is 8:30 in the morning, very early in today. But you know what? I thought let's wake up early, let's record something, let's get something done because I've been slacking the past 48 hours because of work and stuff like that. But what we're going to be talking about in today's video is the second drop that is already released. It's already all sold out, so unfortunately, I'm sorry guys, this isn't the latest of news. But well, I'm going to be covering the second drop of merch between VLONE and Juice WRLD for Legends Never Die. So, yes, I do also just have to apologize for that as well. We are technically covering a drop that has already happened, but that is also quite typical of this channel because I'm just covering stuff that released ages ago. I mean, I've been going on about it for the past week, but I've got this little booklet of all the videos that, look at that, all the videos that I want to do, stuff that's already released. But unfortunately, I just have to keep working, you know. I have to keep going to work. YouTube definitely is not paying the bills. So unfortunately, I still got to work, fellas. So ideally, I would just love to do videos all day, every day, but it ain't paying the bills. So I've got to work, and hopefully my plan is that because I get the weekend off, what I'm gonna do is on the weekend we're just gonna hammer it out. We're just gonna smash through this list and we're gonna cover everything. But today, ideally, I want to cover this second drop of Juice WRLD merch. You know, go over all my thoughts and opinions, go over which pieces I think are cool and which are not, and then cover Palace from last week and Palace for this week. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that in less than 4 hours, because that's how many hours I've got until I have to head to work. And coming back, I'm then going to head off to a friend's birthday party. So maybe we can do it in 4 hours. Maybe we can't. Let's just get it over and done with though. Let's hammer out this video and get this coverage of the second drop of album merch for Legends Never Die between Juice WRLD and VLONE done. Let's do it. Now, if you guys want me to cover, you know, upcoming VLONE collaborations, more VLONE releases, more VLONE artist collaborations and stuff like that, don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, comment in the comment section down below, and subscribe to the channel as well. I was going to say we were going to aim for 2,400 subs by the end of July, but you guys absolutely blew it out of the park with the last video. There was so much support from the previous video where I was like, oh my god, if only it was like this all the time. Just need to make more VLONE content, right? Yeah, no, the support's been absolutely crazy. Thank you guys for helping me hit 2,400 subs before the end of July. I don't even know what milestone to set now that we're like, what? We're like halfway through July? Yeah, we're like halfway through July and we hit the milestone. You guys are absolutely wild. Okay, 2,425. That's the sub. Let's try and get there. We're on 2,406 right now. 19 subs. We got like almost 19 days. That's a sub a day. That's pretty easy, right? Subscribe today, guys, and hopefully we can hit that milestone. Oh, and just before we quickly transition over, there are a lot of questions on the previous video on, Daniel, what did you cop from this drop? What have you copped from previous drops? So just to touch on that quickly before we head on over to the store page to cover all the pieces that released as part of the second drop. I am not buying anything from the VLONE Juice WRLD drop for this album, just because, like, right now, there is a bunch of stuff that's going to be dropping from Deuce soon, my favorite German streetwear brand that we cover on the channel quite a bit. I'm honestly looking for a lot of champion reverse weaves right now, and now that Supreme season is over, I'm kind of just going on WRLD and fishing around for some, you know, like off-season steals. That's kind of where I'm putting my money at right now. I've also been looking to pick up some sneakers recently because, I mean, as I've been going on for ages, I need to make that video about why I haven't bought sneakers in a long time, and also I just haven't bought sneakers in a long time, so I'm kind of looking to chuck my money there and not really here. But if you guys were interested in any way, I'll show you what I bought from the last VLONE Juice WRLD drop, which was for Death Race for Love. So if you guys watched the video all the way through, you would have seen that I bought this hoodie with 999 Juice WRLD on the bottom, a VLONE V covered in barbed wire, and I think wherever it's gone now, I don't even know where it's gone now. Ah yes, on the sleeve. It has JW for Juice WRLD on the sleeve there. It was a pretty cool piece. I was pretty happy with it. There were some downsides to it. There was a lot of glue still left over for some reason on the piece. And honestly, for the money that I paid, I was kind of like, this isn't the best cut and sew hoodie that I've ever bought ever. So don't know if I'll be buying one again. And that's one of the reasons why I wasn't too interested in picking up a hoodie from this drop, because I was like, well, I kind of have experienced what the merch is already like. I also picked up, just before he passed away from the previous, and in the previous drop, a signed copy of Death Race for Love. You can see it there, yeah, the Juice WRLD 999. So I do have the signed copy of his second album there. I would potentially be interested in picking up a vinyl from this drop, but that's really about it. I'm not really looking to pick up any of the VLONE Juice WRLD stuff from this drop. I'm just letting you guys know that now, because a lot of you were asking in the previous video. So there's that done. Now let's head on over. Let's head on over to the store page, and I can cover all the pieces that dropped as part of the second drop there, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on each of the pieces there. And here is the store page, guys. Obviously a lot different from the previous time that we saw it, and obviously featuring a lot more items. Now, I filtered the items by VLONE, so only the stuff from the VLONE drop will actually appear. Although when I did that, it still gave me the Lyrical Lemonade charity tees, which I was kind of like, okay, I guess. But yeah, I didn't actually know, but Lyrical Lemonade is doing a 100% proceeds donation on these two tees. So you can pick up those two tees, and 100% of the proceeds are being donated to, I assume, a Juice WRLD charity of some kind, or some kind of charity. You'd have to click on the tees to find out where the money is being donated. Also, there is a purchase any 3 of the items and save 10% with a code of Legends Never Die 10%. So you can get a little bit of a discount there. As you can see, all the items from the drop sold out except for the hoodie, actually, except for the Cosmic hoodie. I actually was kind of surprised by that. I thought this one would actually be the one that sells out, but no. All the other ones from the first drop have sold out, but this one stayed consistent. This one's still here. But from what I know, all the items here are the new items that dropped in the collection. Now, also, a couple people were letting me know that there were also some sweatpants that dropped. Oh, actually, there's another tee that's available still as well. It looks like there were some sweatpants that dropped as well. So I can't remember if they were part of the first drop or the second drop, but that doesn't matter. I'm just going to cover them in today's video anyway, just so it's all covered, just so you guys have like a video catalog of all the pieces that did release. So we'll start off by covering all these pieces here, which was drop 2, and then I'll cover the sweatpants last. So to start it off with, we'll scroll on up and click on and have a look at the Juice WRLD x VLONE Man of the Year hoodie in black to start it off. Okay, so to start it off with, we have our first hoodie here. It is the Man of the Year hoodie in black plus digital album. Now remember, as I explained in the previous video, when these were available, there was a way to pick them up with just the hoodie without the digital album, so it would be 120 bucks instead of 125. You just have to go to the second or third page on the actual store page to pick it up without the digital album. And also the digital album is only available in the US anyway, so it was kind of pointless buying this extra version with the digital album, because really you're just increasing sales numbers of the album and not even getting the album if you don't live in the US. So yeah, it kind of just didn't really matter. So if I was to pick up anything from this drop, I'd be buying it without the digital album. Sorry, Juice WRLD, sorry I'm not increasing the album sales, but I'm not even getting your album. Come on, it's kind of unfair for me to pay for that and not actually receive it. But anyway, the actual piece here was 100% cotton, cut and sew, which means it's not printed on a blank. It means that it's cut from a bunch of fabric and sewn together to make this hoodie, which in general means it's higher quality because you have to order the material in and make it by hand. But in saying that, you can just cut and sew a bunch of crappy material, put it together, and then it's a cut and sew hoodie out of technicality. So as much as I love seeing cut and sew, you still gotta be a little bit doubtful. It's heavyweight pre-shrunken, so it's going to be heavyweight cotton, so it's going to be heavy. But what I found quite interesting is they don't tell us how heavy or how dense the hoodie is. Normally, when you have a cut and sew hoodie that's heavyweight cotton, they kind of tell you what the GSM is, the grams per square meter. So you have an idea of how dense and how heavy it is, but they're not really telling us. So again, it kind of makes me think that it's like crappy cotton they're using. Dive into the actual graphic of the piece. We have Juice WRLD throwing some signs up. We have 999 on a shirt that he's wearing and Juice WRLD behind it. On the back, we just have a grey VLONE V with a red outline around it. The details aren't exciting me too much. Honestly, it kind of just looks like a pencil drawn version of like a Baby Milo rapper collaboration where they just like do an art style on the artist and then just plop it on the front of the tee or in this case on top of the hoodie here. Yeah, no, the design isn't really doing too much for me, and it kind of just looks like VLONE's just slap their logo on the back. Like, if we removed the VLONE V here, would you be able to tell me that's a VLONE piece? What makes it a VLONE piece? I'll give you a clue. It's just the back there. Like, there isn't too much going. I mean, true, it is the same with the hoodie that I have going on, but yeah, I don't know. It's just not doing much for me. It's just not exciting me a lot. So I was kind of like, yeah, you know what? I'm not even sad that this is sold out. I'm kind of just like, eh. Is it better than the previous pieces that we saw in drop 1? It's better than some, not better than others. But yeah, for this one, it didn't really do much for me. But I know, obviously, if it's sold out, a lot of you guys seem to enjoy it out there. So let me know if you definitely picked this one up or not. But I don't know, man. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. But that's all right. We'll move on to the next piece that released in the collection, and maybe I'll like that one a little bit more. Okay, so moving on, we have the Man of the Year tee. So this is the exact same graphic that we just saw on a hoodie, but on a t-shirt. But this is where it gets interesting. So it says 100% ring spun cotton, heavyweight pre-shrunk, but it's not cut and sew. So from what it sounds like is that VLONE's going to try and find a 100% ring spun cotton heavyweight pre-shrunk blank t-shirt, and then they're going to print on top of that. Now that to me makes me feel like this piece is going to be of lesser quality than the actual hoodie, because I mean, there are a bunch of blank t-shirts out there that are 100% ring spun cotton that are heavyweight and they are super cheap feeling. I mean, I'm not to bag out VLONE here, but it all depends. This could be an absolute amazing tee that could find the best quality blanks out there and use them, or they could find the cheapest. Will I know which one they're going to do? Honestly, no, because I didn't buy the piece. I don't know what they're going to do. Their track history kind of makes me believe that it would be the option where they're going to go for the cheapest hoodies to print on, because as I explained in the previous video, a mate of mine bought the VLONE weekend collaboration, and I checked the hoodie that they printed on, and they printed on a $6 hoodie. Literally on a $6 hoodie. So it's kind of made me just see all the VLONE collaborations as, unless it says cut and sew, I'm just going to assume they're going to be printing on cheap blanks. That's my perception of it. I could be wrong, but that's just how I take it. Going on to the actual design though, again, it's not really doing too much for me. I'm always worried about prints these days, because a lot of the prints that I've been buying, especially from example the Weekend's album merch, when I saw my mate's Weekend VLONE print on his hoodie, that same hoodie, it kind of looks kind of blurry. It kind of doesn't look like a very good print, and I'm kind of getting that same vibe from here. I feel like the quality of the print when it actually comes out is going to look really blurred and just not really detailed. Again though, that's me just being super pessimistic, but you have to be these days with these types of things, because really you're spending $75 US. You kind of want the good quality pieces for 75 bucks. And again, that's why I'm not hugely bummed out that this sold out, because I'm just so skeptical on VLONE these days that I'm like, yeah, you know what, I don't feel like I'm missing out too much. And also this design wasn't so exciting and enthralling that I was like, damn, I need this piece. It was just like, it's alright. Yeah, it didn't do much for me. Honestly, this design didn't do too much for me, but that's okay. We'll move on to the next design. We'll move on to the next piece that released in the second drop, and I don't know, maybe I'll have warmer feelings about it, but let's go see it. Let's go check out piece number 3. Okay, so next we have the Juice WRLD x VLONE Legend tee in white. We have 100% ring spun cotton, heavyweight pre-shrunk, screen printed graphic on the front and back. Ooh. Oh no, I don't know. Again, screen printed could be good, could be bad, depends on how they handle it. I really wish that there was a way that we could see the pieces without having to just look at like a digital image like this. Like, look at this is something that someone did on like Photoshop, right? Like, this isn't what the tee's actually going to look like when we get it, or if, you know, if you see it in person. And I kind of just want, I need that reassurance of seeing it on person, seeing it physically, to be able to say, you know what, this looks like good quality, this looks like okay quality, I'll pick it up. Because that asking price of 75 USD, that's damn expensive for a tee. I mean, it's not even just like because broke boy hours, it's just because 75 bucks, it better be a damn good tee if I'm paying 75 USD for it. Because 75 USD is like 110, 120 Australian dollars. That ain't cheap. That ain't cheap, not including shipping and taxes and stuff like that. I would pay probably around 150 Australian bucks just to get this tee, and I need to see that that quality's good, man. I need to see that that quality's good. The actual design itself, it has legends done in a very gothic art style, and then it's all done in like a star pattern. So legends never die in a star pattern on the front of it. On the back, we have a VLONE V, which matches the same colors. It's black with yellow around its border, and then another border of blue around it. This design's okay. I don't mind the actual design on the front. I know that a lot of gothic styles are coming back. I mean, Chrome Hearts is like really, really popular right now. Heaps of people are getting around that gothic style. So I could see this being very, very popular with a lot of people. For me though, again, that asking price is just like way too high for something that I don't know the quality of. It's just kind of just like, I would be throwing my money off into the abyss and then hoping for a good, like an okay tee coming back. And I don't know if I could risk that. I don't know if I could risk that. So yeah, it's sold out though. So obviously a lot of people were willing to risk it, but I don't think I'd be willing to risk it. So yeah, either way. Honestly, I would have preferred this design on a hoodie. I think this design would have looked nicer on a hoodie, like a white hoodie. I'm a fan of white hoodies. Not a lot of people are because they're afraid that they'll spill something on it and it's ruined. But nah, look, I'm willing to risk that. I think this design would look a lot better on a hoodie. They should have done crew neck sweatshirts. They should have done like jackets and stuff like that, but they've only done tees and hoodies for this collection. But yeah, nah, honestly, it could have looked better on a hoodie. Just saying that though. That's okay though. We'll move on to item number 4 that dropped, and maybe I'll be a little bit warmer on that one. Next we have the Juice WRLD X VLONE Legend Tee in black. 100% ring spun cotton, heavyweight, yada yada yada, spring yada yada yada. Same as before. Same as before. On the front, we have Legends Never Die in a gothic art style done in a star pattern there. As you can see, it's all star. This time it's on a, was it gray or black? It says black, but it doesn't look very black. This is a black hoodie. That is a gray looking tee. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about them using photoshopped digital images instead of having the tees made and then also done on and worn by like models and stuff like that. This is a really bad idea, or a really, you know, misinforming way of showcasing to people what the piece is going to look like when you've when it's actually been made. Because this hoodie, this piece, this t-shirt, when it actually gets made and shipped out to you, it could be this color. The black could be this color, or it could be this color black when you actually arrive, when it actually arrives, sorry. Do we know? No, we don't. We're looking at a digital image here, so we don't actually know what it's going to turn out by. And that's what I mean. That's why I can't just like throw my cash at it, because I don't know how it's going to look when I actually receive it. And I'm kind of worried about that. If the piece actually looks really dope when people start receiving them and posting them on Instagram, you know what? Maybe I'll go over to WRLD or something like that and cop it on the resale market if I love it that much. But like, just looking at this image, I cannot risk the cash without knowing what it looks like. I just can't. Sorry, it really feels like I'm throwing my money out in the middle of nowhere. Do I prefer this design over the white one? If the tee comes out as black as this, I feel like you're gonna lose the design when you get a black on black with that gothic. I kind of like the gothic print on the white because you didn't lose the design in the actual background of the piece. But again, give it to me on a hoodie. Give it to me on a hoodie. Yeah, this piece, I'm still not really feeling it as much. It could have been better on a hoodie and stuff like that. The tees, not really doing it for me. But that's alright. That was, what, item number 4 now? We'll move on to the next item. Maybe I'll be feeling that one a little bit more. I'm feeling this one more. I'm feeling this one more. This one I'm kind of like, oh damn, that's a shame that it sold out. So we have the Juice WRLD x VLONE Legends Never Die in purple. On the front we have Legends Never with the V being replaced with the VLONE V. Die. Juice WRLD on the cuff here. On the back we have kind of like a rusting VLONE V, so kind of like a metallic rusting V with 999 and Legends Never Die plastered over the top of it. The actual color itself of the piece is really, really nice. I do really, really like this purple. I'm hoping that when the piece actually, you know, gets shipped out, if I see some photos of it and the purple is as purple as it is in this digital image here, I would consider maybe picking that up if the, you know, if someone wasn't asking for like 200 USD on WRLD or something like that, you know, like someone was like, oh, you know what, I've worn it a few times, I'm going to sell it now, does anyone want to buy this for like retail or under? Then I'd be like, yeah, you know what, why not? Yeah, no, this is an awesome piece. I like this one a little bit more. This is obviously, honestly, my favorite design that I've seen so far out of the second drop. That purple is a vibe. I need to buy more purple stuff. That's like a Prince purple, isn't it? That's really nice. That's a nice piece. Going into the actual details of the piece, it's 100% cotton, cut and sew, heavyweight pre-shrunk, screen print on the front of it, available in purple. Dude, no way, it's available in purple. Wow, whoever knew that one? Yeah, no, this is nice. This is nice. This is not something that you'd see every day. Not a lot of brands like to do purple. I don't know why. Purple is a vibe. It's sick. No, I would have mind picking this one up, but maybe, who knows? On the resale market, we might pick it up later. It's a cool looking piece, but yeah, that's all I really got to say about that one. We'll move on to the next piece in the second drop and give it a little geese. Okay, so next we have the Juice WRLD VLONE Legend Pants in black. It doesn't look like we get a second photo of them, and oh my god, does that photo look like really bad quality? This is like the worst photoshopping I've ever seen. What? It's like it's got like a shadow or a trim of like grey. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? This is why I have issues with VLONE, because I don't know how this piece is going to come out looking. This pants silhouette that they've used might not actually be the pants that these images get printed on. The images kind of just look like they've been thrown on there. It's just really hard to catch what kind of vibe, how these pieces are going to look when you actually receive them. So it's just really whack, man. This is why it's always worth making the pieces before, because the whole thing is that all these pieces ship out in like 6 to 8 weeks, so a month and a half to 2 months, and it's because they have to make them. Essentially what you're doing here when you buy a piece is it's a pre-order. So if I bought like a 2XL because I'm a thick ass dude, and then bought that, I'm essentially buying a pre-order, and then they would then go and make the pieces, come back and deliver it to me. Will the piece look exactly how it looks in this image? Honestly, I have no idea. As I said, it's such a wacky looking Photoshop that it's probably not. We'll see what details it has to do with the piece. So it's 100% cotton, cut and sew. So they're gonna cut and sew a bunch of cotton pieces together to make these sweatpants. And I'm just like, there's no way that a cut and sew pair of sweatpants is gonna come out looking exactly like this. No way. No way. That's, nah, man. Elastic waistband with drawstrings and hand pockets. I mean, I assume so. Screen printed, in black. I mean, sweatpants. I only wear sweatpants inside. And wearing sweatpants outside, unless you're doing a gray on gray hoodie with gray sweatpants, you can, I don't really vibe with going outside with sweatpants on. And sweatpants with graphics on them. Oh, you're asking a lot now. I'm a basic kind of sweatpants guy. I'm a basic kind of pants guy in general, so I don't think I could go with pants with huge graphics on them, with huge VLONE graphic on them and stuff like that. So for me, I would drop this one. I wouldn't pick this one up. This is definitely not for me. And it was 100 USD. Damn, dude. You're gonna ask me, I'm gonna have to pay like around like 160 Australian dollars for this piece. That's a nice pair of jeans, man. Yeah, I don't think I can do this one, guys. This is definitely not for me. But we'll move on. We'll keep looking at the rest of the pieces. Maybe I'll be a little bit less harsher on the next couple pieces. Now, moving on, we have another pair of sweatpants. We have the Juice WRLD X VLONE 999 sweatpants in black. Yeah, okay, so 100% cotton, cut and sew. Mid-weight pre-shrunk, so they're not going to be heavy sweatpants. They're going to be about a medium weight. They're not going to be super light either, though. Elastic with drawstrings, screen printed on the front, available in black, yada yada yada. Let's have a look at the images. Again, it's this really shoddy Photoshop looking image. The actual graphic itself isn't too bad, but again, I want to see how this looks on person before I buy it. If I was to buy it, and I probably wouldn't buy it because I'm just, yeah, I'm not vibing with pants with a bunch of graphics on them, especially graphics that are like weirdly placed, like a VLONE 999 up here on the top left hand side, and then just like a huge graphic that travels like across the crotch and down to the ankle. How's it gonna look when someone puts that on? What happens if you're a little bit larger? Like the letters are gonna like disappear a little bit in your largeness, you know what I mean? Yeah, I would have to see how it looks in person and on body before making like a final decision on this. And yeah, I wouldn't pay the $100 for that roll of the dice, you know? I want certainty, I want to be guaranteed. So yeah, I don't think I'd pick this one up. I think I'd definitely leave this one. Yeah, I'd have to see it on person before I'd buy something like this, guys, but that's okay. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys did pick up any of these sweatpants that we're covering right now. For me, it just wasn't much of a vibe, so I'm gonna miss out on that one. We'll move on to the next piece though, the next piece that dropped, and maybe I'll like it. Dude, look at this design. Look at this. Okay, so they went with design number 1 for the sweatpants. They grabbed the second design of the sweatpants. Now, like, you know what? We need to come up with a third one. Let's just smush them together and bam. Oh, so we have as our third sweatpants that released this drop, we have Juice WRLD X VLONE Long Live Juice WRLD sweatpants in black plus the digital album. I know removing the digital album will bring this down to 95 USD, but that's still mad pricey, bro. It's 100% cotton, cut and sew, mid-weight pre-shrunk. What I think is crazy is they grabbed the design that was up here on the second design, and they grabbed this from the first design, or at least this color scheme from the first design, and they all just put it on one leg. The left leg. The left leg gets some love. Sorry, right leg. If you walk first with your right leg, you ain't getting no graphic. You ain't getting no graphic. Left leg gang only. It's just so weird. I don't know, man. I'm just like, what's going on? What's going on? Bari, you coming up with these designs, man? This is just weird stuff. So it's Juice WRLD on its side. J-U-I-C-E WRLD right there. I don't even see the long live part, I suppose. VLONE V 999 written over the top of it. It's just really weird, man. And how's this color gonna turn out when you actually get it on the actual piece? At least the actual photoshopped image doesn't have like a huge wacky looking border on it this time around, so that's not too bad. That up their photoshopping game for number 3. But yeah, nah. This is definitely my favorite design out of the 3. Out of the 3 sweatpants, it is my favorite design, but it's just so similar to design 1. There's not a lot of variation in it, eh? There's not a lot there. So, yeah, no, I can't buy any of these pants. I would have to see how the pants look on person before I'd buy them. But it's all sold out anyway. Can't even buy it. It's all gone. Everyone's bought them all up. Damn, I hope these turn out better than I'm like discrediting for. I hope honestly for everyone out there that bought a bunch of pieces from this collection, I hope your pieces are better than I'm making them out to seem. But I don't have high hopes. I'm sorry, I don't have high hopes, so that's just me. I hope I get proven wrong. But yeah, I'm not really feeling any of the sweatpants from this drop, guys. We'll keep pushing on though. Maybe there'll be some pieces that are dropping that have dropped after this that maybe I'll like. Let's just go have a look and see if that's the case. Okay, so we got a tee now. We got some more tees to cover. So The Juice WRLD x VLONE Inferno tee. I don't really see anything Inferno about it, but it might be on the back. Plus digital album. All sold out. 100% ring spun cotton, heavyweight pre-shrunk, screen printed on the... I just, again, all these like details to do with the piece, I am just... How can they say that? How can they guarantee that it's all those things when they don't even know or haven't even confirmed what blanks they're printing on, like what they're printing on? I don't know, man. Fully in doubts with that. Apparently it's going to ship in 4 to 6 weeks, so a month and a half to 2 months. And then you got to wait for the shipping time, which is probably going to be around like an extra 2 weeks. So it's going to be like 2 months minimum for the shipping time on these pieces. On the front, we have Legends Never Die, Juice WRLD down the bottom there, all done in like a pencil type of style there. Oh, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. We have a metallic outlined flaming VLONE V with a skull that is on fire and 999 etched into the side of the skull. The skull with vampire-like teeth down the front here. This design's actually not too bad. If that print comes out in a really high quality, this could look like a really cool graphic. Why didn't they do graphics like this on like hoodies and crew neck sweaters and stuff? Damn, you know? And then, do you know what they should have done? Get me out here. They should have done this graphic on the back and on the front, just 999 on the chest, in flames, burning. That would have been a sick design. Barry, you need to get me on your design team, bro. Get me on the design team and I will design VLONE pieces for the fellas. Because damn, I don't know. This could have been way better on a hoodie. The design on the front doesn't really match up with the design on the back. And it kind of would have been cool to have a matching design like this on the back. Do you know what would have been also really cool? Having a Legends Never Die Juice WRLD in like a pencil style here. And then on the back, a pencil style VLONE V. How about that? 2 new pieces for you. Dude, I'm coming up with new VLONE pieces on the fly. Dude, they just need to get me on a design team. They need to get me designing pieces, man. Because that would have been, yeah. Those 2 pieces ideas that I just came up with, that would have been way better. On the yellow though, that's still kind of a vibe. Those 2 designs that I just came up with on a yellow hoodie, that would be a vibe. I would pick up those pieces, mainly because I designed them and I would want to appreciate my own work. But you know, that's alright, that's alright. Yeah, no, this is a bit of a mixed bag on this one. As I'm still saying, on a hoodie it would have been better. But this design is one of the better designs. I like this VLONE V design on the back. Pretty steezy. But I think it could have been altered a little bit and then a little bit better. But yeah, not really feeling this piece too much. I wouldn't pick it up because I'm not usually a huge tee guy, and 75 USD for a tee is way too expensive for me. Not too bad though. Not too bad though. Let's move on to the next piece though. Now that we're coming towards the end of the collection a little bit more, there looks to be more pieces that I am liking more towards the end of the collection. So let's go check out those last couple pieces and see what's going on. Okay, so we have a couple motifs that we've seen before. So Juice WRLD x VLONE 999T in blue plus digital album. On the front, it has Legends Never Die with the V being changed for VLONE V. We've seen that before. Then on the back, we have the VLONE V with 999 written on the bigger part of the V there. This color combination of blue and orange works really well. And especially like this like deep Jesus is King kind of blue, you know what I mean? Know what I mean? Kanye West, Jesus is King kind of vibe blue. That's nice. That's a nice blue. And our orange stands out really nicely. And the white, nice. I would say, dude, they should have done more hoodies. They should have done sweaters with this stuff on it, man. I'm telling you, it would have been awesome. It would have been a lot better than just tees. But yeah, it looks like it's got a really boxy fit too as well. This isn't like a really long hoodie, long tee. This is like a really boxy looking fit. So it's gonna, if you're a thinner guy or gal, this is gonna kind of like drape on you a little bit because it's boxy. If you're kind of a wider fella, you know, like me, you're a little bit stretched out this way. I'm also stretched out this way quite a bit, but a bit of this, bit of that. It's gonna fit a lot better. But yeah, if you're kind of like a thinner individual, this is gonna look really big on you unless you get it like quite small. Just, I mean, that's again judging off this digital image. They could come out and they could actually do the complete opposite and make this like a really thin and long tee, and then everyone that listens to exactly what I said would be disappointed because they're going to get a really fitted looking tee. Again, I'm just going off like the digital image here because that's all we have. I don't know how this actually looks on person because there's no photos of a model wearing it, you know, and that's again one of the downsides. But yeah, no, I like this color combination. They should have done it on some hoodies. That would have been a lot better. I would have, I don't know if I maybe would have considered picking it up on a hoodie. But I reckon it would have looked nice on a hoodie as well. Not too bad though, not too shabby. We'll move on to the next piece though, and yeah, I'll be feeling that one a little bit more too. Oh, okay. Okay, so for the next design, we have the Juice WRLD x VLONE LND Legends Never Die 999T in white. On the front, we have Legends Never Die. On the back, we have the white VLONE V, the orange VLONE V over the top of a white background with 999 sticking through. This color combination works. White and orange looks quite nice. I would, again, give it to me in a hoodie. Give it to me in a crew neck sweater. Maybe I'd consider picking it up. I don't think, has VLONE ever done crew neck sweaters? Or are they only doing hoodies and tees? Is that what they do? Is that all they do? I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly, would have liked to see some sweater. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna look into that after this video. Has VLONE ever done sweaters? Or have they only ever done hoodies and tees? I know they did like a collaboration with Neighborhood and they did like a leather jacket and that thing is insane. I would love that. But yeah, nah, interesting. Anyway, back to it, back to the piece. It's alright, the color combination's cool, but as I've been expressing, I would have liked it on a different piece. Do you know what would have been cool? Just like a denim jacket. I know the VLONE denim jackets are kind of steezy. Just a denim jacket with this on the back, a white and orange denim jacket. Yo, that would have been a vibe. Yeah. On a denim jacket that was a white denim jacket with this VLONE V on the back, and then this on the front with the button closure. I'm telling you, that would have been a piece. That would have been an absolute piece. But no, instead they decided to do it on a tee. Yeah, again, I would have liked this design on other different pieces, and I think then it would have looked cool. Just on this though, it's alright, but I'm not really feeling it too much. But that's okay. I think that's all the clothing pieces that released in the second drop. I'll go have a check. But I think we have some accessories now for drop 2, and once we do the accessories, we'll then dive into the sweatpants. But yeah, no, very interesting for the second drop. Once we cover all the accessories and the sweatpants, I'll do a final summary of everything, and then I'll cover my favorite piece from the second drop and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, so I was right. We're now moving into the accessories that dropped in the second drop. What I think is quite interesting is actually VLONE doing accessories. Although in saying that, they did that for the weekend collaboration and stuff like that, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. We have the Juice WRLD VLONE Cosmic Tote Bag plus digital album, so it would be 35 bucks if we didn't get it with the album. On the front, we've got this is kind of a cool design. We have Legends Never Die done in that like arcing kind of style. That was done on the sweatpants that we saw earlier. We've got a tire with wings on it, or the wheel with wings on it. I think I'm kind of missing that. Is that kind of like a reference to that? To Death Race for Love or something? I don't know. I'm kind of confused by that. Overall though, the pile of skulls in different colors branching off here, that could have been a sick design on some hoodies and stuff like that. I don't know why they left it to just a tote bag here. And also, can we just talk about the tote bag's digital image? What the hell is this? This is some whack ass looking black block with like a little thingy. They need to hire a better digital artist, man. I'm sorry. The digital artist here has given me a really wacky looking representation of what the pieces are actually going to look like. But yeah, we have Legends Never Die trailing off with a bunch of pile of skulls with a wheel on it. This design could have been really cool on some clothing pieces and stuff. On the back we have, see, look at that, look at what is this digital image? It's just like a silhouette. There's not even like a strap anymore. It's just like all black. Oh, damn, dude, spend like another 10 bucks on a digital artist, man. Like, what? Anyway, the design itself, apparently it's going to have a VLONE V on one side with 999. Yeah, I feel like they missed the mark. They could have done this on some sick clothing, and they didn't. They did it on a tote, but whatever. It's sold out. It's sold out. They ran out of totes. Everyone bought all the totes, so that's kind of interesting. Yeah, no, that's kind of wild. Gonna leave it at that. Would I pick that up? Probably not. I still have my tote from the Cause collection. You can see it on my door there. The Cause, the last Cause collection, and I like barely use that. Like I barely use my Cause tote bag. So yeah, I just wouldn't use the tote, and because I'm not going to use it, I don't think I'd pay $40 US for something that I just would never use. And also I bought that Cause one for like less than 20 bucks. So this is a lot more expensive for something, an item I wouldn't use, and I already have a cheaper version of it, and I don't use the cheaper version, so I definitely wouldn't pick this up because I just wouldn't wear it. But I feel like this design could have been very cool on some hoodies and stuff, but that's okay. We'll move on to the next accessory and see what else dropped. Okay, now our last accessory that released as part of the second drop, before we move on to the sweatpants that I think came out in the first drop, or maybe the second drop, doesn't matter though, we're just going to cover them anyway. We have the Juice WRLD x VLONE Legends Never Die bandana, so you can be a little babushka boy like A$AP Rocky himself if you wanted to and wear it over your head, or you can just wear bandanas really in a lot of ways, around your arm, around here, whatever way you want to wear it, to be honest. It's the design it's the cosmic design that we have seen on a bunch of other pieces. Like this was all over drop one. Drop one just consisted of this. It had this VLONE V on the back of it. It had this graphic on the front of it. This was the one that we saw all the time. And in the second drop, they decided to showcase the full motif or the full design on a bandana. It was 25 bucks. It's sold out. It's cut and sew, but I don't know what it would be made of. I don't know if it'd be made of cotton. I'm unsure of what material it would be. But yeah, no, this was the last piece, 25 bucks. I don't wear bandanas. I don't really think that they would work with a lot of my outfits. You know, I feel like they're just, they're a cool accessory, but it really depends on how you wear them. It's a cool graphic though. For 25 bucks, if you just wanted something that, like, if this is 12 by 12 inches, you could literally put this in like a vinyl, a vinyl thingy-mabobby and hang it up on your wall. You could put it in a vinyl thingy-mabobby and hang it up on your wall and just have this as like a poster, really. But yeah, that's it. 25 bucks. I wouldn't have bought it because I don't style bandanas. I don't use bandanas. But if you were interested in it, there was a bandana for 25 bucks. You could probably get it without the digital album, and then it would have been 20 bucks. But yeah, not a bad piece. Kind of would have liked to see this graphic appear more on some more pieces, but I suppose that was all the first drop there. But now we'll head on over to the, I think it's 2 sweatpants that we didn't cover in the first video, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on those as well. And here's the first one. So the first one was a Juice WRLD x VLONE sweatpants in white. Featured a, wow, this Photoshop's way better than the previous one. Why is the Photoshop way better on this one? Anyway, we got a spray painted VLONE V with some butterflies flying off of it and Legends Never Die on the front. A little bit more toned down than the sweatpants that released in the second drop. And I kind of like that. The graphics aren't huge. Well, maybe they could be if I get them in 2XL. It would be massive on me. But they're not covering the whole piece. They're kind of subtle. Like there's one on probably around about where the calf would be and one on the upper thigh. And that's really about it. There's not too much going on. White sweatpants though. I don't know if I could wear white sweatpants. I feel like they would just get way too dirty. They just would not be white for very long. But the design's kind of cool. The design is kind of cool. The only thing is that it was 100 USD, and just applying the same thinking from my, oh, here we go. Actually, this was made out of different materials. 50% cotton, 50% polyester blend. So it's going to be stretchy because it's got a little bit of plastic in it. Was available in white. That's interesting. So this is going to be a different fitting and different feeling sweatpants compared to the other sweatpants that released in drop 2. That's really interesting. It pays to read the details in your items, guys, I tell you. Yeah, no, 100 USD, 95 if you remove the digital album. It just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. And yeah, $100, $100 US, that's asking a lot for some sweatpants. I'd rather just go buy some like Champion ones or something like that, man. But that is the second sweatpants that dropped that we didn't cover. Let's go cover, sorry, that's the first out of the two. Let's go cover the second. Let's go cover the second sweatpants, and I'll give you my final thoughts and opinions on them. Now, see, this is quite interesting. So for the second sweatpants, we got you know, pink ones. What I think is quite interesting is that they decided to do pink on, again, this Photoshop's way better than the other Photoshop that we saw. We have Legends Never Die on the lower ankle. We have a purple VLONE V on pink sweatpants. I kind of would have vibed with just like a hot pink hoodie with the purple VLONE 999 V on the back of it. Am I the only one? Let me know if you guys feel the same way in that comment section below, but I kind of would have vibed with some like pink and purple, more pink and purple VLONE pieces. I feel like the focus on black and white kinda is kind of restricting, and kind of spicing it up with a little bit of color adds a little bit of flavor to it. So I think they should have done some, you know, some pink pieces, some more purple pieces. I know we got 2 purple pieces, but it kind of just would have been nice to yeah, to get some more different colored pieces. I wouldn't have picked these up though. I don't think I could see myself wearing pink sweatpants anytime soon. But this is the previous design, which is the 50% cotton, 50% polyester blend. So this isn't going to be like the other ones, but yeah, that is it. That is everything that released in all the VLONE drops with Juice WRLD for his album Legends Never Die. So we'll just quickly do a recap and just sort by VLONE here. These are all the pieces. The Cosmic hoodie is still available if anyone's interested in that. There's a restock going on for the next couple hours. So that's still available. Everything else is still sold out. But yeah, that is everything that dropped. Out of the second drop, my favorite piece that dropped in this would probably be the Legends Never Die hoodie in purple. This piece here. I think just because the color was super unique and it looked really rich and really nice, and the design wasn't too bad. I think that was really cool. I think overall, a lot of the designs of the second drop were very much a miss for me, but if they just changed them slightly, I'm talking like you do a hoodie for some of the tees, like these ones here, you do a hoodie for this design here, you change it up by doing a pencil design for the front part and a pencil design on the back. They could have just done like subtle little changes that would have made me come on board with it. And this design here on the tote, this should have been done on clothing and stuff like that. Like that design there would have been cool on some clothing. But that's really about it. That's all I've got to say about the second VLONE drop. The second VLONE drop for the Legends Never Die album merch. And I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you guys down in that comment section below. What is your favorite piece that dropped in the second drop? What's your favorite piece that dropped overall, you know, in part 1 and part 2? What's your final thoughts and opinions on it all there? Did you pick any of it up? Did you skip out on any of it like I did? Let me know. Let me know everything you have to say about the second drop for the Legends Never Die merch between Juice WRLD and VLONE on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or as always, down in that comment section below. And that's it. That's it, guys. That is my coverage of all the VLONE Juice WRLD collaborative merch for the Legends Never Die. We've covered basically quite a few of the artist collaborations recently, and I can definitely cover more of them. Just let me know in that comment section below. Personally, out of comparing the Legends Never Die merch to the Death Race for Love merch, I think the Death Race for Love stuff was better. I didn't do a video covering it all when it released. I only started doing that quite recently, where I covered all the pieces. So yeah, just remembering back to the, you know, Death Race for Love merch, that was more my flavor. That was more stuff that I kind of enjoyed. This stuff was so hit or miss for me. I know a lot of you are probably going to disagree with that. There's probably a bunch of people that bought a bunch of stuff and really, really love it, and that's totally fine. That it's totally up to you. But for me, I'm picky these days. I'm picky these days with what I'm picking up. So I kind of felt like a lot of this didn't appeal to me. There were some pieces here and there that I was like, yeah, that's alright. It's alright. But by and large, not really a lot there for me. But I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear, was there a lot here that you really liked? Did you pick up previous collaborations and buy that instead, and you really like the Death Race for Love merch and stuff like that? Let me know. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on the VLONE and Legends Never Die merch. If you like it more than the Death Race for Love, yada yada yada. Let me know down in that comment section below. And if you want me to keep covering upcoming VLONE releases, upcoming VLONE collaborations with rappers and stuff like that, don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, comment in the comment section down below, and subscribe to the channel, as the new milestone we're trying to hit is 2,425. Hopefully we can hit it. I mean, you guys blew it out of the water. We're already at 2,400. I'm so shocked that we actually managed to hit that. Thank you guys. Thank you for the continuous support. It means a lot. It means a lot. You guys are absolutely wonderful. Hopefully we can hit that second milestone this month. That would be absolutely insane. That would be absolutely crazy. But that's everything I have to say about it. I'm now going to go cover the Palace drop from last week and Palace drop from this week, and hopefully I can get that uploaded before I have to head to work. But that is everything I have to say about it, guys. So until the next VLONE video, until the next VLONE Juice WRLD video, until the next VLONE collaboration with the next rapper video, guys, I'll catch you later.